Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna try to replicate Apple App Store homepage. On the screen here, I have on the left is the simulator, and on the right is a screen record of my phone. As you can see, the simulator is a bit buggy because I have OBS running and it takes a lot of resource. So trust the process; it will be look as smooth as the right. So here I have few data I prepared. There's two struct of item that conform to identifiable, so we can get a UID. We have the title, subtitle, image, and content. Also I have a struct of screen that will allow me to grab the size of the screen, and this is a temporary struct that I remake some content and preset. I will show you asset. I just have some 5-6 image, so we'll be using this tutorial. Alright, so we have an empty content view, which is the word hello. We're gonna make our struct of expanding view. This is where we hold out most of our expanding content. So I'm gonna start with just gonna make an image. This image gonna act as a thumbnail, so when we click on it, it will be expand. But then we have a scroll view on top of it later on to hide this, so it doesn't really matter what you do with this. So I'll make this roughly 0.45 of the screen height. That is roughly estimate of how you will see it in the App Store. I want to put everything in the scroll view. Alright, we can start. We'll be start making the title where you just see you go to the App Store, you will see that we say the day and today, and so that is the section title. Just gonna make it today, Saturday, May 2nd. And we're gonna make our today title. Alright, since I want my title to be all the way to the left, I'm just gonna add a spacer, and I have prepared the avatar image already. Make it to frame 35 by 35. So we'll make everything aligned to leading, so we have the Saturday all the way to the left as well. Add some padding to make it more presentable, and I'm gonna make a is expanding variable. This will let anything. Basically, this variable does is that it lets our parent know that if the expanding state is happening, so we'll work some animation with it. Alright, so I'm gonna make a frame that I'm saying that, oh, if it's expand, then I'm gonna expand to the whole width. If not, I'm just gonna keep it roughly 0.9 of this whole screen width. As you can see here, when I click the gesture, you would see the frame of the image being changed. So we're gonna move it down to the expanding view level instead. We just do some styling and animation for the image. Add some shadow of 5 to make it more popping out when you have the blue background. Now we're going to grab some data that I have prepared. This is basically just an array of items. So now we're gonna start making our scroll view. Let's put everything in a V stack of spacing of 30 to make all the items is separate. We'll put our expanding view in there. Also, I want to make a data variable in our expanding view, so we can pass all the data down. And we can be making a frame height of roughly the same thing, 0.45 of the screen height. So without this, all the items will be collapsed and stacked on each other, which doesn't look that pretty. Alright, so now we have all the data being listed. We're gonna embed it, our expanding view into a Z stack and alignment them to top. On top of the image, I'll put a title section. This will list our title and subtitle as you've seen in Apple homepage. So let's do some styling to it. Since I want them to be in the top left corner, I'll make sure that I put them into the H stack, and then I'm gonna put them into the V stack. The V stack will push them all the way to the top with the spacer, and the H stack should push them all the way to the left. And we're making our frame of Z stack of height. So we're saying that if the frame expand, we're gonna take the whole screen. If not, then we're just gonna keep at 0.45. I don't recommend using max height here because this giving the view an option to not expand to the whole screen. So we're gonna force it with the height variable. Make sure everything is edge ignore all the area, and we're gonna add some animation of spring to it. Alright, so now we have it working. Now we're going to separate them using their UUID. As you see, when I click on one item, all the view get explained at the same time. In order to separate them, we're going to use unique ID to identify which item has been clicked. Here I'm going to create a state variable of active ID, use a random generate ID. This will let us control and know which ID is active. Here as opacity, I'm saying that if you're not an active ID and you're not expanding, basically hide yourself. And I'm going to go down to expanding view, making a binding of active ID. I'm going to set the current active ID to the current data ID. I'm going to change up the frame, and we're saying that if active ID equal to the data ID, then we're going to make an expand for that car only. Now you see now, only one car getting expand and the rest getting high. But however, we have that little. We need to make an offset for it. As you've seen that the car is not fully touching the top of the screen. So that's what the purpose of our geometry tutor. We're gonna grab the global min y. So when we put it negative, it will touch all the way to the top. Right, so now we're gonna make our overlay content. We're gonna put in the Z stack with a color white background. I don't believe you need to do this because Scoville already come with a white background as a default. Let's make our Scoville. So we're putting in a V stack of image. We're gonna grab our original thumbnail image, make them resizable, make them the same frame as we want of 0.45. Gonna make a text using our data content, which is that big bunch of paragraph that I have generated earlier you seen in the item array. Here we're just gonna make a simple close button. Now we'll set the opacity to 0 if it's not active, and opacity 1. Let's also set the opacity for our title and our imagery. We'll be saying that if it's not expand, then if it not expand, then show yourself. If not, then you hide. As you see now, we have a working scroll view. Now let's go down to add some gesture. When I'm saying that if I'm active, then the gesture will be activated. If not, then it's going to return nothing. In this gesture, we're using drag gesture, and I'm putting on change. And I'm saying that if drag gesture is less than 200, don't do anything. If it's more than 200 and it's more than 400, then we're gonna automatically close our expanded view. And we make a declare a state of drag value that conforms to CG size of 0. So else we're gonna make the drag value equal to the value translation, and we on end is an optional in this time. I'm saying that if my translation is about 300, I'm basically gonna close up the animation. You don't have to do it, but my theory behind this case, what if I'm scrolling basically roughly 200 and 400, then I want anything above 300 to be closed out my animations, and we're gonna make a scale effect to minimizing, basically scale down the view when our drag value is changed. Alright, so you see here everything's still working, and when we drag, we see the close. So now we can go up and embed our content view into a Z stack. This allows us to set the background when we do the scale animation. I'm saying that if expand, I want to make the background gray. If not, keep it white. And then also make the whole scroll view, basically our title, to be disappear when we do scaling. So I will show you that this works with dynamic data. So in case your app decides to have some sort of function that adding data straight to the current view you're on, this will also work as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Also, we'll link the code on my website, Xcode with Con, on this post. So if you have any other idea and suggestion, please let me know. Thank you.